Have you ever met a guy so socially awkward he literally designs a questionnaire to find a wife? Stick around because the love story in the Rosie Project is not only quirky, it's funny and heartwarming. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Pooja at A Book by the Window. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are reading good. I'm coming here after a very long time. We have been traveling a lot. We were hosting family. I had other things to take care of, but all throughout I missed talking to you guys so much. And usually on the weekend I am very lazy. I don't bring out my camera, I don't bring out my phone, I don't bring out my setup. It takes me a lot of procrastination to sit here on this couch and shoot a video, but this time around I am so excited to sit here and do the things that I like doing, and I just feel so grateful to be able to have an audience, have people around who listen to me talk like this and who listen to my book reviews. I have also just finished this lovely book that a lot of you guys have been asking me about, especially on my Instagram. I did not know this is such a popular book. I actually did not know about the name of the book before the very sweet assistant at the bookworm suggested me this book. The last time I was in Bangalore, it was years ago, but I bought this book on his suggestion, and it was years later I was able to read the book, and a lot of you guys just ask me about my opinion about the book. So I'm here, I'm all excited. Get your cup of tea, get your cup of coffee. We'll dive straight into it. Before that, like, share, subscribe, support the channel, the usual deeds, and also let me know in the comment section below what are you currently reading. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. We are gonna get into the plot of the book first. The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson follows Don Tillman, a genetics professor from Melbourne whose profession runs around precision. He embarks on a wife project, a 16-page questionnaire, to find the perfect partner for life. Everything goes for a toss when he meets Rosie, and he decides to help her in her own project to find her biological dad, and they call it the Father Project. This is when love shows him that it's not a project, it is not something that you tick off. It can be messy, it can be complex, but it is love at the end of the day. I'm going to talk about the writing of the book now. Graham Simpson's writing gives you uninterrupted access to Don Tillman's analytical mind. It is rigid, literal, and oddly charming. He initially narrates life like a formula, but eventually, as he opens up to Rosie, so does his voice. Emotion creeps in and his narration softens. It is truly a brilliant storytelling. Some points to note about the writing. Number one, clear character driven point of view. Don's voice is the filter through which we see everything, making the narration messy and real. Number two, filmistic, fast paced structure. Chapters feel like scenes, snappy, compelling, and very engaging. It is truly written like it is meant to be adapted as a rom-com, one that I would like to see. Number three, my favorite part, dry humor with a tinge of emotional edge. His obsession with Lobster Tuesdays and his scientific way of flirting gives way to funny and sweet moments that really matters in the narration. Number four, and the last, minimal description but deep feeling. Simpson's writing doesn't describe every setting, but because we are looking at these scenes through the eyes of Dawn, we feel in the scene itself. Moving on to the highlights of the book. First up, Don's voice is the star. Everything from his thoughts on meal planning to lab etiquette makes you laugh, think, and sometimes nod in recognition. The viewpoint is rare and memorable. Second, his emotional growth feels earned. At first, Don's comes across as this very logical character, but eventually, as he grows, he started seeing growth in identifying his own emotions and not just going through a checklist, not just following his questionnaire. That evolution kind of stayed with me. Third, the twist works. Beneath the surface of the wife project and the father project, there lies a story that is very sweet to discover. It is the kind of love story that has a healthy mix of science, romance, and kind of reflection all packed into one. Lastly, it balances warmth and wit. The humor feels intelligent and the dialogues doesn't kind of feel forced. Even when he's funny, Don remains endearing. No book is without its critique. Moving on to the lowlights of the book for me. Sometimes you can say that the supporting characters feel kind of flat. Jean, Claudia, Don's family, they really step out of their roles. We spend so much time in Don's head that other characters just kind of feel like side pieces. To some readers, the humor can wobble into cringe category. There are a few jokes like Dawn calling someone a fat woman that felt awkward, kind of cruel, kind of rude. And I would have to agree that even though we think of Dawn as this very logical character who is just saying what he sees, there are some social etiquettes, some social lines that should not be crossed. And this was one of them, at least for me. This book also portrays the life of people who live on the neurodivergent spectrum. Some readers found Dawn's character highly relatable, while other readers mentioned that this character, this narration only stereotypes people who are on the spectrum, reducing it for humor. I would have to agree it is a valid critique. Wrapping this review up with my final verdict, I give this book 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is a small, heartfelt romance grounded in logic and emotion. Dawn's awkward brilliance and his subtle growth are what makes it unforgettable. Just be ready for some blunt humor and small supporting roles. If you like this book, I'm going to recommend you some more books that you can read that are similar to the Rosie Project. Number one, Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. This is another one of those quirky, emotionally rich books. Number two, A Man Called Ove, grumpy at first but tender at heart. Number three, The Kiss Quotient. It is a book that describes romance through neurodiverse eyes. Number four, The Storied Life of A.J. Fikri, a book lover's healing journey. Number five, Me Before You, a bittersweet, powerful, and emotional read. And one more that struck with me while reading this book was The Humans by Matt Haig. In that book also, like Dawn, the protagonist starts off emotionally distanced. Imagine an alien psychically living in the body of a Cambridge professor and slowly discovering humanity. Not quite human discovering human, just like Dawn, learning to feel feelings for the first time. Have you read The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson? Or have you read any of the books that I just mentioned? If yes, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of those books. And if you like this video, please like it, share it with your friends and family. And as I always say, subscribe to the channel. I come up with these videos every single week. And if there is any specific book that you would like me to review, I'm more than happy to do that. With that out of the way, I will take a leave for today. I have other videos to shoot. I have a main channel as well. If you want to check it out, that is going to be in the description box below. I also want to enjoy my weekend, do more reading, go out for a run, meet my friends, spend some time with my husband, all of those things. And I wish you also get to do the same. I will see you guys next time. Until then, happy reading.